Yo, what's going on YouTube? TooShiny here. While Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is definitely a game that I was definitely skeptical about going in to this game, and I feel like my perspective has changed a lot going into this game and finishing the game. And we finally are here at the end of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, and it's been a wonderful ride playing through the storyline, playing through all of these sagas of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, which these games, every single saga has felt like I was watching the anime, and in a sense I actually just wanted to just sit there and watch the cutscenes, because the cutscenes, they're really good in this game, and the music and all those kinds of things really help the game come alive and make you feel like you're watching the anime. And if you haven't played this game, you really owe it to yourself to try out Dragon Ball Z Kakarot at least one time, to just kind of feel how the game plays, and just kind of get your perspective changed on how you felt about the gameplay and things like that. Because even the gameplay felt different. Even going into it, it looked kind of like Dragon Ball Xenoverse, but it actually, it felt different in a way, and it even kind of gave me feelings of like the Budokai games in terms of how the combat is set up. And I hope you guys really enjoyed it yourself, or all of you that actually went out and purchased the game yourself. Now that we're here, this will be my final video on the game, at least until they release some DLC. I've enjoyed playing through the story of Goku while revisiting the entire story of Dragon Ball Z. It was definitely a game that pushed itself to be innovative and different from all the Dragon Ball Z games that exist already. My experience with the game was something special, seeing all the Dragon Ball Z warriors come together to defeat evil, just like in the anime and manga. Some say it's more identical to the manga, but I didn't even read the manga, so I wouldn't know the difference. Now there were some moments in the cutscenes where I felt that they could have added better sound effects to help create the vision for that specific moment, but it's not a game-breaking problem at all. Also, the aura for the Super Saiyans being blue was another gripe in the game, but again, it doesn't really matter much. The game still works just fine, and combat was very difficult compared to Xenoverse. The combat in Kakarot was just like I said in the past video in 2019. The game is centered around stat bonuses that help you boost your power in certain areas in combat. You can't just win by spamming in the game. Opponents can become invincible and walk through your attacks in combat, which is kind of unfair to the player, since we can't do the same thing back to the AI. Sometimes combat will make me rage so hard at times, but I guess that's just how the game is apparently. In my live streams, I basically covered only a portion of each saga, with the Buu saga being my all-time favorite and the Saiyan saga being my most hated. Overall, my final verdict for the game is an 8.6, which is exceptional. If the game included DBZ Super or DB Super, I would have given it a 90.